Hi, this is Becca from Becca Harkins Art. Welcome to my acrylic pouring channel. Today I'm going to be doing a painting that's similar to the last one that I did, which is a rainbow Dutch pour over a light sky blue flip cup background. As soon as I made that painting, I knew that I wanted to try it on a dark background and just see how that turned out. And I have to say that I love them both, but this one is very different. So I'm excited for you to see it. I'm preparing 5 flip cups here, and the first one is a custom violet color that I mixed up. It's some kind of mix of Dioxazine purple, Phthalo blue, titanium white, and I think a couple other things. The second color here is by Amsterdam and is called Prussian blue. It is really a great blue color. It's like the perfect mix between turquoise and phthalo blue, in my opinion. If you're looking for a good blue color, I say go for it. The third color that I'm adding here is by Golden, and this is Golden Turquoise, and I have it mixed up with Floetrol and water just like I mix all my other paints, but as you can see there, the Golden really interacts with the Floetrol to make cells, and as I'm forcefully pouring this paint in here, it is immediately celling up in reaction to the other paints. One of the tactics in doing a flip cup is to use different brands of paints because they will react differently with each other, and it will really help with cell and lacing creations in your flip cups. Then I'm coming in and I'm adding a few other colors. I added a very dark navy blue. This is straight Dioxazine purple, which I know will dry really dark. And I believe I added some phthalo blue too to the mix. And then I'm just coming in and adding a little bit more turquoise because I realized I didn't mix up quite enough paint, and I want to make sure that I have enough to cover the entire canvas without having any bare spots, because that would not be good and I would have to start all over again. Here's the phthalo blue that I said I mixed in, and you can see that I'm like really forcefully squirting that in there because I want to make sure that the paints mix with each other before I flip them. So I let them sit for a minute, and then I'm just going to take each one and flip it over. One of the keys to doing a successful flip cup is patience, because you really have to let it sit for a couple of minutes. And then I spared you those couple of minutes and make you sit there through it. But then I am taking a push pin and creating a hole in the top of the cup to let the air in and help move the paint down. And then I prefer to take the cup and kind of rub it over the surface of the canvas before I lift it. And here's why. I find that if the canvas is covered with just a little bit of paint, as I tilt the canvas so the paint moves across the canvas, it doesn't roll over itself as much. And it will help me to be able to have more control over the end result composition and how it's going to turn out. Like if I have an area of beautiful lacing that I really want to keep, if that was moving back there to that back corner, it would just completely roll over itself and I would lose it as I was moving the paint around. But having that thin layer of wet acrylic paint underneath kind of just helps it slide across the surface and not roll over itself as much, if that makes sense. And I can do a better job of preserving the areas that I like and then dumping the areas that aren't my favorite off the side. So here I am just tilting the canvas around, trying to make sure that I have enough paint to cover everything, which it was a little bit close, but I did it. I got it everywhere and covered all the sides, and it ended up turning out wonderfully. And I am just so thrilled. Like, can you see that lacing there in the lighter purple color? And just the movement of the lighter and darker blues and the turquoises mixing together, creating beautiful cells and beautiful gradients. And oh, it is just so pretty. I really like the way that base turned out. And I am already brainstorming what I'm going to do next. I want to do another one of these with another flip cup background, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm thinking I might actually go with like really neutral tones and tone down the rainbow color so it's like very earthy. I think that could be a really cool option too. So here's a close-up where you can see just how amazing the mixing of the different paints has been and how they've reacted with one another to create such beauty. The next thing I'm doing, and I have to apologize, I kind of put the canvas outside of the frame of the camera without realizing, so the one side is cut off a little bit, but you should be able to see most of it. The first thing that I'm doing is putting down titanium white in lines. The reason I'm doing this is because some of the paints that I'm using in the rainbow Dutch pour over top are transparent. And if those transparent colors are layered over that dark base, when it dries, you will almost completely lose it and not be able to see it. So it's super important that I put a completely opaque color underneath those transparent colors so that those transparent colors can shine in all their brilliance and glory. Here I am just layering down each of the colors, making sure to overlap just like I did in my last video. And I'm just putting a little bit of, just taking the rainbow colors in the order, starting from the middle, making my way to the outside, and then I'm going to blow it out. If you found this video enjoyable or helpful in any way, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. And make sure you stay till the end to see the finished results. You will not be disappointed. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care, and I'll see you for the next one.